Hey everybody, it's Bobby Judo、今日もボビとワンビールへようこそ。飲みながらする国際交流の動画シリーズでございます。今回は私の友達クリス・ウルフさん、そしてキミさんにお世話になってます。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
さあ、早速スタートしましょうか。私ハンドルキーパーということで、今回飲むビールはドライゼロでちょっと寂しいですよね。しかもこっちも 70% off の発泡酒で、ボビーとワンビールの中で今までは一番寂しいセレクトかも。って言ってもよろしくお願いします。Cheers! ボビーとワンビールスタート。It's not the same. So, what should we talk about today?
Let's talk about friendship.
Friendship. いいんじゃないですか? I think it's easy to make friends here, but at the same time, this is something I've said in other mediums, but I think one of the things that you come across in Japan is Japanese people who want foreign friends tend to say, I want foreign friends, which can be a turnoff for foreigners. So I wanted to ask you guys your opinions on that. If you were approached by someone and they said, I want you to be my friend because I want foreign friends, how would you feel?
I'd feel kind of bad.
Yeah, it's a little bit, it's an odd thing to say.
Because it's not like, hey, let's be friends because I like you as a person. It's like, hey, I want to be your friend because you're foreign. It's about your race, ethnicity, your culture. Then it's kind of just like, it kind of feels forced.
Yeah. I've talked about this with some Japanese people before, but I think it's harder for Japanese people to realize that perspective. It's hard for them to assume that perspective. A lot of times Japanese people will say, well, I wouldn't be offended if someone said, I want a Japanese friend. I'd be excited.
I think another reason why they'd be excited is because they want to share their culture with you. Whereas, what am I trying to say?
I don't know, but you're saying it really quietly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can kind of understand because it's like they want the experience from another part of the world.
Right.
But still.
But when it's said to
That
you,
way.
it's not something that makes you feel welcomed or good.
No.
Yeah. It's kind of a catch-22 because if you don't have foreign friends, you don't understand that that's not something that we want to hear.
Yeah.
But by saying I want foreign friends, you're actually decreasing your chances of making foreign friends. I sometimes think if you're foreign, daredemo ii. It doesn't matter that it's me. You're just looking for foreignness.
Yeah,
True.
the token foreign person. I don't want to feel like that for sure.
Yeah.
You know, if we changed it to friend, like from friend to like, imagine like someone goes up to you and is like, hey, I want a Japanese girlfriend. Right? Or I want a Japanese boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's again not about you. It's not about like the fact they like you. It's just, oh, you're Japanese.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that. I feel like that's a good way to explain it.
That's definitely something that people say though, both ways.
Yeah.
I do know foreigners who say I want a Japanese partner because of their image of what Japanese means.
It's supposed to be in their mind, yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's the big issue. Like, you're taking your idea of what somebody is or what they are based on their culture or their race and saying, I expect you to be that, instead of giving them the chance to be who they are and liking them for that. But I'm sure you've heard this. Like, have people ever said, I want a foreign girlfriend? Have you ever been approached with that kind of line?
Yeah. No, I went to one of those, like a foreigner party in Fukuoka, and that was said to me by like 2 different guys, and it's very inappropriate. So
how does it make you feel when someone says, I'm interested in you because you're foreign, I want a foreign girlfriend?
Yeah, I just feel like like anybody would be good. So I don't feel like that relationship could ever go anywhere anyway, because you're just interested in probably having someone very temporarily around you who boosts your status in some perceived way. I don't...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a friend, actually Michaela, before, now everybody knows who Michaela is, so when she goes somewhere, everyone knows who she is.
pennies!
But she went to one of those Fukuoka parties, and she was there with her boyfriend at the time, a Japanese guy, and another Japanese guy approached them, and without speaking to her or addressing her, said to her boyfriend, "I wish I could get a foreign girlfriend too. How did you get yours?"
Oh.
Which is like, again, you're not treating the foreign girlfriend as a person.
Yeah.
It's an accessory, or it's like a toy or an experience that you can use to boost your status, like you said.
Yeah. That's also one thing I worry about is if they're that uneducated about how to approach me, their image of me might be that I will sleep with them immediately, or all sorts of interesting images that men have about foreign women.
When a Japanese girl says, "I want a foreign boyfriend," it's the most counterproductive thing she could do. It's actually like a dangerous thing to do.
Because it attracts the wrong type of guy.
The wrong kind of person responds to that.
Yeah.
Anybody who might actually be interested in you and they expect, they don't take you seriously. As soon as you say that, I think your average guy would be like, "This girl isn't looking for, she's not looking at me for me. She just wants the foreign boyfriend, so I'm not interested in her as a person." And other foreign guys who hear that will be like, "I've got a chance. I could bang that girl."
Ooh, yeah.
And they'll take advantage of that. In the States, I mean, you don't really hear people say, "I want a black friend," or like, "I want like an Irish friend," or...
Yeah, it's kind of just like, it sounds weird.
Maybe in the countryside you do, because like in Texas at least, I've encountered people who are like, "Oh man, I wish I could meet a black person," or like, so it really might just be that you have no experience with another ethnicity, and it comes from innocence. But it is good to know that people don't take kindly to it usually.
Right.
Like,
Right. So my advice has always been like, the best thing you can do if you really want a foreign friend is to never say that to them. Don't put that in your mouth.
Other things you should put in your mouth.
So what's the positive? What's the advice you can give people? Don't say that, but try this if you really want foreign friends.
Well, I know Kris has good advice.
Well, you know, I have a couple of friends that have told me their story of how they've learned English and how they've made so many foreign friends. And what they did was basically put themselves in situations where they could naturally make friends and have the chance to speak English. So they would work at a bar that's for caters to foreigners or has a big foreign crowd or foreign staff. And like that way they can make friends with their coworkers, make friends with the patrons, and it would be more natural. And of course, they would be forced to use their English. And in a drinking setting, you can't help but learn new vocabulary, colloquial phrases. I mean, again,
it's easier to be social and to be friendly.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be forced. Plus, you make money on the side.
Interacting with foreigners. Make sure you never stress that you're interacting with them because you want to learn English or practice your English. Because again, to us that says you have something you want to use us for, and not that you're interested in us for our friendship or our personalities. So if you really do want to practice your English and have foreign friends, you want to make sure it's an equal exchange. Like, present it like we can both get something out of this. Language exchanges are a good way to do that. If it's an equal exchange, then there's less chance that the foreign side is going to feel like they're being used. Good ways to make friends: find an environment, a work environment or a social environment where you can meet people naturally and use English naturally.
Yeah, don't force it. We'll make friends. Check out my channel where I talk about my daily life in Tokyo, meat that I eat because I'm a wolf, and my life as a wrestler because I'm Joshi Pro-Resu.
Joshi Pro-Resu, stardom in Tokyo.
Yes.
You're like one of the newest people to have debuted.
Yes, I debuted in August. So.
Up and coming wrestler in Tokyo. Definitely check out Kris Wolf's channel. Thank you very, very much. And you also do another channel for people who are learning to speak English.
Yes.
And looking to up their listening skills, right?
It's called Listen and Me, and we'll put the link in the description. But for those of you learning or looking to learn English that's not in your regular textbooks, check us out. It's fun. Sometimes we talk about vaginas.
You wanna plug anything?
There's nothing for me to plug, but I'll plug that.
Oh.
That's what she said.
I'm sorry. I just feel like it had to be said. Okay.
Thank you very much. This has been Bobito One Biru. See you guys next time. I'll plug that.
That's really dangerous.
Okay, so we got a little bit off topic. We started talking about sex.
And of course, people go off topic with that.
Yeah. You bounce whenever we start talking about sex.
I know.
Did you notice that?
Oh, really? Sorry. I'm just like, yeah!
This is gonna go into like the extra dark cut.
Yeah, please.
That just gets
Don't
like
put that
gets put up on
on.
an unlisted, and I just like send it to people that I hate.
Feel sad today.
To recap, banging and suicide.
Yeah. Which do you choose?
Check out Kris Wolf's YouTube channel.